Hello, I welcome Namaste everyone. Today we have another problem with us, and today we need to decode the number of ways through which we could decode a string. So, the characters like A, B, C, D, F, G are presented as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 to 26, and we are given a string of just digits. And what we need to do here is we need to determine how many ways are there to decode that string. For example, for this 12 there are two ways. You could consider 1 and 2 as separate characters such as A and B, or you could combine them and consider them as just one character, and that is L. And for 2 to 6 here there are different ways, but for zeros there is no way, there is only 0 ways to do it. Again, for 1 there is only one way. If the length is 1, there is only one way. But I want you to look at some corner cases, like if a number starts with 0, how many ways are there then? Let's consider this situation where a number is 0, 0, 1, 2, 5, 1, 2, 2, 3, 6, anything. If this is the case, how many ways are there to decode this string? There are 0 ways to decode this string, because you can't ignore the 0. You can't be like, okay, let's ignore the 0 and 1, 2, 3, 6, I'll keep this as my string. No, you can't do that. You have to consider this 0. So considering this 0, no such character is there such as 0, 1. So it fails. Again, it fails right here. You can't ignore it. And what if it is not there? It is somewhere in between. So let's just say this. So for this it is valid, because if 0 appends something, if 0 is a suffix of something such as 1 or 2, then it can be considered as 20. So how many ways are there? First you can say there is one way. 1 can be taken as 1, 20 can be taken as this, then 2, 3, all the rest alone. Then 1 can be taken alone, because you can't take 1 and 2, because 2 and zeros are just one digit. Now you can't separate both of them, because 2 can't be in front of anything. So the other way is 1, 20, then there is 23, and then there is 6. There is no other way, because 36 is not valid. But if I did like 26, then there would have been 3 ways to do it. 1, 20, 2, 2, 6, 1, 20, 22, 6, 1, 20, 2, 26. These 3 ways. Now how are we going to do that? Although it is considered to be a DP problem, but it can be done with only 2 variables. Like if you like solve it using DP also, you'll know that the memorization or the tabular form that you are creating is only requiring its previous one or previous 2 one step behind, or like 2 step behind solution, the key, the value, the solution for that. Here what we are going to do, what I am going to do is I am going to break down this problem. So for this example, I'll just consider if only 1 existed, how many ways are there? There is only clearly one way. Good. If 1 and 2 existed, how many ways are there? There are 2 ways, 1, 1 and 1, 2. Good. If 120 existed, how many ways are there? There is only one way, that is 120. So I'll work something like that. First, what I want to do is I want to take care of all the exceptions that are mentioned there. So if length equals to 0, or if the starting character of my array is turns out to be 0, like if my 0 does not have any leading characters, then it can be problemsome. I mean, then we have to return a 0 here. So I'll return a 0. Then I'll make a integer, let's call it ways. It is just number of ways. So initially I'll just say it's 1, always 1. Then what else do I need? I need a previous to store the previous result, and also I'll initiate it by 1, because there is at least one way, one previous way if there is nothing. And then I need a pre of previous, like 2 step back, and I'll also initiate it by 1. So let's start our for loop. So the first answer we have already filled, the first previous we have already filled, it's 1. So instead of starting with 0, I'll start with 1, and it should be less than the length, and it should increment again. Now what we want to do here is we want to check for some conditions. Before checking for some conditions, what I am going to do here is I am going to declare my ways equals to 0. Now why am I doing this is because if at any point my way I'll let you know, like in some conditions, like if a 0 does not have a leading character, or a 0's leading character is not 2 or 3, then we are in problem. So what I do is I check if the character that I am currently on is greater than my, let's call it I, is greater than 0. I mean it is not 0. If I am writing greater than 0, all I mean is that it is not 0. If this condition happens, then what I want to do, I want to make my ways to be equal to my previous, the previous which I had. In this case it is 1. I spelled it, yeah, in this case it is 1 right now. Again, what I want to do next is I want to check for my substring. So let's first create a string. I'll let you know what this is. I'll name it temp, and it would be s dot substring, and what it will have elements from I minus 1 to I. So for this method, you know that it does not include the upper limit, so it is I, and I need to convert it to a string. Done. Next, what I want to do is I need to take a int num, let's call it int code. Then what I want to do is this should be equal to the integer stored in this substring. So how would I do that? I would simply call this method, which is integer dot parse int, and it would require me to pass in from temp, and done. I have an integer. So what I did here is I had this, like example, for example, I am right now on the first index, and the value at that is 2. So I checked if it's greater than 0. Of course it is. Then the number of ways that I can have right now is 1 for sure. My answer should be 1. Let me return I'll return base. Now my answer is 1, so I did that. And if it is not, like, what I need to do is now I need to check for this 12. For it's 1 for sure. Like for example, if I had anything else like 1 2 3 4 and 5, so let's see, all of them can't be, none of them can be combined because they are greater than 26. Only 12 this can be combined. So let's just do something such that even that can't. I think let's start this with 2 and 4. Now none of them can be combined. Like there's only one way, and that way is like taking all those numbers separately. No, we can't take 24. Now we can't take 24 anymore. So what I am going to do here is I need to check if this number is less than that or not. For our previous, it was 1 2 3 4. So the 12 was less than 26. That's why there was another way. Right now there is only one way: 2 7 4 and 5. But here there is two way: 1 2 3 4, and then there is 12 3 and 4. If this 20 and also 1 23 and 4. So I'm just going to check if my code is less than 27. That means at max it is 26, and another condition that I want to check is that the character at my I minus 1th index should not be equal to 0, because if it is 0 I can't include it in my next substring. if it is not equal to 0, what I want is the phase increase. By how much do they increase? They increase by my previous value, not the previous value, the value before it. How? In this example, just take this example. So my my previous is 1 1, my ways are 1. Here again my previous is 1 1, my ways are 1. Again 1 1 1, it would end. But what if this was like 1? Then what I would check is if it is less than 26. Of course it is less than 26, so now my ways would be 2. Here I would add for 4. Of course, if 4 is valid, then however many ways there were to decode 21, there would be same number of ways for 2 1 4. Plus I have added one more possibility that 1 and 4 can be combined. So I here what I am doing is I am checking if there isn't a 0. If there isn't a 0, there are same number of ways to combine this. For example, for 2 and 1 there were 2 ways, either take 2 and 1 single or take 2 and 1. Now adding a 4 would give me the same number of ways, take 2 1 and 4 singly. Now I previously had this opportunity to take 2 and 1 combiningly. Now do I have this opportunity to take 1 and 4 combiningly? Yes, of course I have. So I need to increment my result by 1. And if this was a 0, it would take away something from me. How? Previously I had the opportunity to combine 2 and 1. Now I don't have this opportunity. Also I can't take this all of them singly, because 0 does not have any code. So there is only one way to do it, and that way is 2 0 and 1. So if 0 arrives at this point, it would increase my previous chance, and previous chance however many I had, it would just be that plus 0. So it would be like taking away 1. I feel like I am not explaining it up to the mark, but let me write the code first, and most of you would understand by the code itself. Now what I want to do is I want to update my of previous. So the previous element to my previous would be equal to my previous element now as I'm moving forward. Then I need to upgrade my previous. So my previous would be the number of ways. That is it. I feel like drawing would be much better. Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't give any number there. Yeah, let's just submit the code and see if it works fine. If there is no compiler error, it does not work fine. So for 27 there are 2 ways. Oh, if my code is less than 27, it should be less than 26. I mean, just let's it was working fine previously. Of course I did something bad there. Maybe my answer is still 2. How can it be 2? So there are no leading zeros. Okay, my base are zeros, it becomes equals to previous, and if it is not 0, okay, I convert it to the string, and there is 24. If my code is, oh, I'm so sorry, I have to use and here, and it should be 27. I'm so sorry. Now it would work fine. Like both the conditions should be met, not just one, that it should be less than 27, sorry, and it should not have a leading 0. That is it, guys. It was a pretty okay-ish toughest question. Let's check it. I mean, what category does it fall in? And God bless my slow internet. Yeah, it is a medium level question. It wasn't that hard, and let's just, yeah, it was a DP related problem. And that is it for this video, guys. Thank you so much.